return of an old hero in a live session tonight, a man whose songs have become live soundtrack for me, to launch his new album, which is Little Ship, on Virgin Records, and a week away from a UK tour. I give you Loudon Wainwright III.
Shed a tear. Even if some milk is spilt, I won't dilute my beer. I won't use a tissue and my pillow will stay dry. And I won't need a shoulder, 'cause I'm not gonna cry. Today I will not snivel, I'm not gonna sob. Both my eyes will remain dry, I won't have to daub them. Move me with a tragedy, just go ahead and try. Play me a tear jerker, but I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna weep today, I will not wet my cheek. I'll count to 10 and I'll hold it in, I'm not gonna leak. Let it out, but I'm not gonna cry. And I'm not gonna blub today, and I'm not gonna bawl. I'm not gonna fall apart even if you call me. I couldn't cry for 40 years, I was too tough a guy. Now I can do it anytime, but I'm not gonna cry. Cried a million tears, at least 96. I cried me a river and an ocean just for kicks. Listen to the thunder, dark clouds fill the sky. Well, it looks like rain and I hear a train, but I'm not gonna cry. Yeah, it looks like rain and I hear a train, I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah, first one tonight by Loudon Wainwright III in a live session here on the Kershaw programme on BBC Radio 1. You're not going to cry, Loudon, you tell us.
Well,
but then I'm picking up the sleeve here of your latest CD, Little Ship, on Virgin Records, and I seem to have dropped off the air completely. The scenario, anyway, is Loudon seems to be mid-Atlantic in a tiny yellow dinghy, being pursued by a huge ocean liner. This is the most unambiguous self-portrayal of insecurity I've seen in a long time, possibly since your last album. Is that how you're feeling right now? Does that sum it up?
That's it in a nutshell. That's it. That's me in the little boat being about to be capsized by the larger, and the Marx Brothers are on that ocean liner too, folks, I want to tell you.
I took one look at it, I thought, he's feeling pursued by, more powerful, it's going to be a great album, is this? And it is as well, congratulations, and thanks very much for coming in. I always say your annual visit, but it's 2 years since we last... Your biennial visit, yes. What have you been doing? You've been busy?
Oh, man.
Making a record,
I made a record, and what happened? I moved back to America, and... 2 days ago, I was in Belgium, so I've been, moving around and more or less getting by.
Very good. A British tour coming up starts a week tomorrow, the 21st of October. We'll give some of those we'll give all the dates out a bit later on. Give us another tune. We'll
all right. Let's see. I'll give you some more tuning. Yeah, this is on the this new Little Ship select thingamajig record, CD, whatever they call it, chunk of product. This is called OGM, as in outgoing message. The OGM on our machine began with "We're not here now," But you went and... Oh, man, I screwed it up on live radio. Great!
Hey, wait till you hear me later.
Wasn't in tune anyway. The OGM on our machine began with "We're not here now." But you went and changed the "we" to "no one." Do you mean us or me? Your new outgoing voice sounds bright and brave and very clear now. In those seconds you recorded it, I guess that you felt free. I started out my message with a pause that I aborted when I addressed you oddly by your given Christian name. Then I told you who was calling you. That felt downright sordid. But if I sounded sad and timid, I achieved my aim. There's a machine where I'm staying that displays a big fat 0. Last night I arrived to find a scary bright red 1. So I pressed play and pretty soon I could feel all my fear go. The few silent seconds that you'd left me are erased and gone now. Tonight at last we finally spoke. You sounded rather giddy. You said you'd had a few drinks and you'd been playing with the cat. When I told you that I missed you, your reply to me was "really?" Then you said you might have found someone to share the flat. I said I'd call in a few days, you know I'll keep my promise. Yes, I miss you, is it over? I don't really know. As for any messages, I'll try to keep them honest. And when I hear that no one's there now, I'll just scream, hello.
Loudon Wainwright III with OGM. You'll find it on his latest album, Little Ship, on Virgin Records. That was the live version, live in sessions. I love that image where you come home and there's been a note on the answer phone.
The big scary one.
You come back and there's a 1 on it. That feeling, you know, when you've perhaps broken up with someone or you're chasing someone even, and you come back and you think, is it from them? Wonderful song, anyway. Loudon Wainwright can be seen Tuesday the 21st of October. He starts his UK tour at Leeds Irish Centre. You virtually live in Leeds Irish Centre.
Oh, man, we always like to start in your hometown.
Wednesday, that'll upset the folks in Rochdale, Loudon. Wednesday the 22nd of October, Manchester Bridgewater Hall. Friday the 24th, London Union Chapel, the first of 2 nights, because he's there again on Saturday the 25th. Sunday the 26th, Oxford Playhouse. The 28th, Liverpool Philharmonic Hall. The 29th, Glasgow Royal Concert Hall. Friday the 31st of October, Loudon Wainwright rounds it off at Coventry Warwick Arts Centre, and you can hear him throughout the rest of this programme, and I'll be giving those dates to you again a bit later on in case you didn't get a chance to scribble them down just then. That was one with Loudon Wainwright in a live session, and Loudon's ready for another, I think. There's a lot of domesticity and, could I call it daddiness on your latest CD? You've not been breeding again, have you?
No, not since the last time we spoke.
What's brought on being a dad?
Well, I have just the dadness of it all. And you're a dad.
I am a dad.
Hey, let's talk about that.
And let's not, we don't want to bore the audience
Maybe
with
I
these
should sing
details
being
of
a dad.
nappy changing and stuff, but I am being a dad through a schooling through the Loudon Wainwright songbook. I'm finding my way through fatherhood with your records. Now, starting with Screaming Issue, and moving up to a father and a son over the years, I think. Play whatever you want. Play whatever you want.
Being a dad. Everybody knows what a pager is here, right? Okay, good. I was just in Brussels and they didn't know what it was. Being a dad isn't so bad, except that you gotta feed 'em. You gotta shoe 'em and clothe 'em and try not to loathe 'em and bug 'em and hug 'em and heat 'em. Being a dad can sure make up despising Walt Disney. Being a dad starts to get radical when they turn into teenagers. Oh man, watch out for that. You gotta tighten the screws, enforce the curfews, confiscate weapons and pagers. But a daughter or son can be sort of fun, just as long as they don't defy you. They'll treat you like a king, they'll believe anything. They're easy to frighten and lie to. Make you feel glad when you get paperweights and aftershave lotion. And it feels pretty great when they graduate. That's when you're choked with emotion. But being a dad takes more than a tad of good luck and divine intervention. You need airtight alibis, foolproof disguises, desperation's the father of invention. So sometimes you take off for a few rounds of golf, and you stay away for half of their lifetimes. The result of it all is you're captured and hauled up before a tribunal for dead crimes. Being a dad, being a dad, being a dad can make you feel sad, like you're the insignificant other. From the start, they break your heart. In the end, every kid wants his mother. Being a dad.
Well, that's put me off. I was quite enjoying it up till that point. Loudon, thank you very much. That's Loudon Wainwright III and Being a Dad, and you'll find that it's another track that's on his latest one, Little Ship, on Virgin Records. And Loudon will be here with more live songs throughout the rest of the programme between now and 10:30. One with a live session throughout the programme by Loudon Wainwright. Loudon, heard the Dylan album yet?
I went into a record store and put the headphones on and listened to about 3 minutes of the 17-minute track.
I expect you always take a keen interest because you are one of 354 new Bob Dylans.
I believe chronologically, I am the very first new Bob Dylan.
We'll have a taste of...
I rapidly became the old Steve Forbert.
We'll have a track from Dylan's new one, Time Out of Mind, after this. For Heaven from his latest one, Time Out of Mind, on Columbia Records. Loudon, it would be very unfair of me to ask what you think of Dylan's new album on the strength of one track, but that's the kind of bastard I am. What did you make of that?
It's very Dylan-esque.
It certainly is, isn't it?
Yes.
Why do you think everybody's, even sections of the music press that wouldn't normally be enthusiastic about Dylan, have all gone completely, over the top about it, I think? I mean, it's all right. It's not as horrific as some recent albums.
Well, as we were discussing earlier, I think it might have something to do with the fact that we almost lost Bob last year or whenever it was. Or as he said, he almost went to join Elvis, I think he said when he came out of the hospital.
And he sounds like he was preparing for it on that track as well, the state of mind. They're all at it, aren't they? Dylan's lad Jacob has recently made an album, and the Wainwright boy is about to do the same thing, or has done. Go on, tell us.
Number one son, Rufus, is completing his first album.
How old is he now?
He's 24. And they're out in L.A. Finishing it up, and I'll be obsolete in no time. But perhaps he'll buy me a house. But it's funny because he's hanging out with the this whole members of this generation of he's got his friends are Chris Stills and Steve's son and Adam Cohen, Leonard's son, and
Shouldn't you be warning them,
Teddy
right?
Thompson, Richard Thompson's son.
Goodness me.
In fact, Teddy plays guitar with Rufus sometimes.
Daddy hasn't warned him then about the kind of company he keeps.
No, the beat just kind of goes on.
Do you envisage eventually, records together or concerts together?
Well, Rufus and I and his sister Martha actually have done shows. They've supported me.
God, all the years go by. This is Rufus, as in Rufus is a tip man.
Yeah, he's the one.
Crikey.
He's the one.
Is he still?
I don't want to get into his proclivities here on the radio.
When's it coming out? More importantly, when's it coming out over
sometime
here?
in the new year. They're trying to finish it. They've been working on it for 2 years. I think it's going to be a kind of an amazing record, and it's going to be great.
Back to Daddy's music then. What are you going to do for us now?
Well, all this. Let's see. This is a song that I wrote about a year ago. It actually mentions at least one of the people we were just talking about, and then it's this thing with rock and roll and death and money and
Paul and George and Ringo, just a fraction of the Fab Four. Some still survive from Dave Clark's Five, washed up on the Mersey shore. And Jerry has a pacemaker. The hermit's name is Herman. That old man's Manfred Man, and the animals merely vermin. Ooh, Hank Jr. sang with Senior. His cheating heart was cold. Just a few years back, Natalie and Nat King Cole duetted and went go. There's a way to make it pay. Though they've flown the coop, let's get Stevie Ray Vaughan, Buddy Holly, Ricky Nelson, Otis Redding in one super group. Bring me the bones of Brian Jones and Joplin's tinted glasses, Hendrix's pick, Keith Moon's drumstick, and a caftan of Mama Cass's. Ooh, rock and roll will never die. Neither can her heroes. Just pick a figure with 3 digits and tack on about 6 zeros. The Beatles are forever. It's like John never got shot. Here's what gives: Elvis lives. What is in fact is not. Here's what gives: Elvis lives. What is in fact is not.
Fantastic. Another unreleased song, unrecorded song.
Yeah.
That's the second one tonight. Hey, I forgot to ask you, what was the first one called that you started with this evening?
I think it was called I'm Not Gonna Cry.
Right, okay, and that one?
That's called What Gives.
I'm not an anorak or anything. I'm just scribbling these down as we go along. What gives? Okay, let me give you the dates again for Loudon's tour, which starts on Tuesday, the 21st of October, a week tomorrow. Leeds Irish Centre it is for Loudon Wainwright III on Tuesday, the 21st. Wednesday, the 22nd, Manchester Bridgewater Hall. Friday, the 24th, the first of 2 nights at London Union Chapel in Islington, so Saturday, the 25th as well. Sunday, the 26th, Oxford Playhouse. Tuesday, the 28th, Liverpool Philharmonic Hall. 29th, Glasgow Royal Concert Hall. And then finally, Friday, the 31st of October, Loudon Wainwright at Coventry Warwick Arts Centre. And you're supported on the tour by Peter Blegvad.
Fabulous Peter Blegvad.
Who's probably best known not for his music in this country, but for his cartoons in
Leviathan,
the Independence, is it?
Sunday on Independence. Yeah, but he's a great songwriter and extremely tall. He looks fabulous on stage.
What have you got for us now?
Let me do some tuning here.
Okay. I always enjoy your tuning.
Do you?
Yeah. I said I was an anorak, didn't I? Hey, speaking of which, Loudon, we should give a plug to that guy who's brought that booklet out about you.
Yeah, we've got the...
I did. Whilst you're doing the tuning, I'll do that.
Right, you do it.
I did try to ring him this afternoon to make sure he's still got some copies, but he didn't answer his phone. But you might want to get your hands on one of these if you're a Loudon Wainwright III fan. It's called So Many Fabulous Songs, Loudon Wainwright's discography 1970 to 1996, and it lists not just the recorded output, the commercially available output, the albums and everything else, but appearances on radio shows and TV shows as well, and then a long list of unrecorded songs or officially unreleased songs. What was Look Like Shit? No Data. Was that the one that you did here?
Yeah, that was one I did on the last time I was here.
Right, okay.
That's actually called the shit song.
So, yeah, there you go. TV appearances, then a list of magazine articles as well. 28 pages long it is. So
and it has pages at the end for notes. I like that.
There are some on there.
Doodling.
For a copy of everything you need to know about Loudon Wainwright III. What have you got, Loudon?
Well, here's another new song. It has an obscure reference, which you might know. Do you know what Rosin the Bow is? Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Well, I know. Yes, it's a song, actually. It's an old American folk song. And it's mentioned in this song. And this song is called Homeless. When you were alive, I was never alone. Somewhere in the world there was something called home. And as long as you lived, I would be alright. There were reasons to win and incentives to fight. Now I'm smoking again. I thought all that was through, and I don't wanna live, but what else can I do? And I feel like I faked all that I ever did, and I've grown a gray beard, but I cry like a kid. I was 7 when I sang you Rosin the Bow there in Aunt Mary's kitchen, and I don't guess I know that it's why I've done this all of this time. But now playing and singing seems a game or a crime. People have called to find out if I'm
assure them I am, but I'm not. It's a line. They say in the end your good friends pull you through, but everyone knows that my best friend was you. Hey, I've gotten some help. I guess I was afraid. You suppose something will happen when someone is paid. But I am getting better. Once again I'll be strong. After all, listen, I'm singing this song. When you were alive, I was never alone. Somewhere in the world there was something called home. Now I feel like I'm homeless, but I will be alright. I'll get through the days and I'll face down the night.
Loudon Wainwright III, live here on the Andy Kershaw programme on BBC Radio 1. Homeless was that one, you say? I'm just looking at this list of unrecorded songs in Philip Boxall's Loudon Wainwright discography. What? Newt Gingrich is running the town. Why was that never committed to CD?
Well, you know, I wrote these songs for NPR, these kind of very topical songs. And I'm hoping one day to put out an album of just those.
Because you had one about Jesse Helms as well.
Right, Jesse Don't Like It. And
I'm looking here, So Long John Sununu.
That was on it?
You can't get rid of him, though, not if you watch CNN these days. He seems to have his own show.
Yeah, no, he came back. That's the problem with topical songs. I thought he was out of the picture, and then he gets his own TV show.
Oh, go on, squeeze in another quick one. I know we've only got you down for 2 at this point.
Oh, God, let's see. Here's... This is on the album. The sad thing is I'm so damn happy. Who'd blame her if she were to slap me? The sun should not shine when there's rain. I should be in a lot more pain. At least I should feel slightly crappy. And the sad thing is I'm so damn happy. And the worst thing is it's so much better. And that admission would upset her. But it's true and it's beyond belief. What I feel is sheer relief. I may regret the day I met her. And the worst thing is it's so much better. It's comic that it's all so tragic. It's that humdrum novel, Old Black Magic. Let's have a laugh after we cry. Let's hope we live before we die. The silly clown's red nose is running. And it's tragic that it's all so funny. It's crucial that it doesn't matter. And vows of love are idle chatter. To feel this good has to be bad. I'm so damn happy that it's sad. Dear listener, would you like to slap me? And the sad thing is I'm so damn happy. Yes, the sad thing is I'm so damn happy.
So damn happy. Loudon Wainwright III, and we shall have another one from Loudon between now and 10:30. I think you're going to like this track as well, Loudon. Robbie Fulks has been signed to a big label, has he, Richard? Yeah, and which one is it? You don't know. He's not telling us at the moment, but we can expect British visits in the near future.
I mean, he publicizes other people, not just me. I think people should... Rich, you do a lot of people, don't you? You can't get him to talk, though.
Eventually, it'll probably come out over here on a big label, Robbie Fulks, and she took a lot of pills and died. Where are we up to now? Oh, yeah, I know this show.
Okay.
We've got about...
Everybody out of here. I'm closing this show.
4 minutes and 25 seconds to do whatever you want.
All right, well, I'll try to fill the gap. So you're probably wondering, you're thinking at home, what happened to that guitar? This is a ukulele, folks. Our relationship is just a little ship that's out on a stormy sea. We barely keep afloat in our leaky boat. Still, I'm hoping that you'll dote on me. When we first set sail, we thought we'd never fail. The wind was our best friend. It wouldn't let us down. But then the tempest blew, and I thought I'd lost you. And our little ship would sink or run aground. But the precious craft was sturdy fore and aft. It rode on the stormy sea. And when the winds died down, that's when I looked around. You and the sun were all that I could see. And then a gentle wind bore us home again. I sat in the stern, you were in the bow. We landed safe and sound, and there on solid ground, we loved our little ship even more somehow. Our relationship is just a little ship that's out on a stormy sea. How many more minutes have I got?
1.5, but we'll call it 2 as it's you.
All right, here's a real quick one.
Marianne won't mind. Do you mind, Marianne? She's shaking her head next door. She's fine.
Well, we can go over for a few seconds. Here's a song for someone else to sing, with a universal and generic ring. It's all about the same old stuff that you like and can't get enough of. How's about a minor chord right here? Wasn't that rather pleasant in your ear? And here's a song with not a lot to say, but when you see it, it'll sound okay. You bet they'll there'll be a video. We'll flesh it out for radio. Now it's high time I play that change again. It's haunting you like an annoying friend. It's true that you like what you get, and you get what you're given. God knows what the hell you like, that's why he's up in heaven. Here's a song I didn't even write. It came to me one rainy April night. I had been drinking, I was bored. Next to me our fat gray cat snored. I'm afraid it's time for you know what. The cat's awake, I fear I woke him up. So that's enough of that. Now I'll shut up.
Loudon, thank you very much indeed. That was a song, was it?
That's a song.
A song. And before that, it was Little Ship.
Yeah.
It was delightful to see you again.
Always great to be here.
Both of those songs you'll find on Loudon's new one, Little Ship. It's the title track on Virgin Records. And Catch's UK tour, it starts at Leeds Irish Centre next Tuesday, the 21st of October, and then visits Manchester, London for 2 nights, Oxford, Liverpool, Glasgow and Coventry. Thanks very much, Loudon. Sorry we're a bit late, Mary, and thank you at home for listening as well. It's all yours, kid.